Hello, and welcome to episode 65 of The Song, the Myth, the Cheat, where I, Izaak Sunleaf, discuss one song and one song only, Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood. Today's special guest is former child star of the Spy Kids movie franchise, Daryl Sabara. How are you doing today, Daryl?
Hi, Izaak. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for having
How are you doing?
me. Yes, no, I'm great. Thank you so much. Megan's fine. Thank you for asking. I'm good. I'm really good.
Right, you're married to Megan Trainor.
That's right. She's the love of my life. I love her so much. I wouldn't exist without her. Yes. So I'm here technically, of course, to talk about my new movie, Spy Kids 5, Spying Adults. But you know what? Honestly, I'm so excited to be here. And I love this podcast almost as much as I love Before He Cheats. It's my jam. I love that song.
Right? It's so good. That's why I felt like this podcast, it needed to exist.
Yeah.
And today I'd like to discuss, honestly, a very important part of the song, the title. The song's titled Before He Cheats, but he's already cheated. What's up with that?
Listen, I know that this is a controversial opinion, but it's the opinion of my wife that the song should be called Before He Cheats a Second Time. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Because, it's just, it makes it clear that he has already cheated. Something that I would never do, because where would I be if I did, right? I'd be nowhere. But it makes the song clear, because I hate titles that aren't clear. I also think that Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood should have been called a couple of blocks in Pittsburgh, right? And I know that I can't, it just can't be me that thinks that.
Yeah. No, I'm sure you're not the only one who thinks that.
Yeah.
But I wanna poke holes in this new title idea of yours, because I like being thorough on this show. How do we know that he's cheated only once? Wouldn't it be more apropos to call it Before He Cheats Again?
I'm nothing if not precise. I want to know exactly how many times this man has cheated, or the song is just kind of ruined for me. That's why Robert Rodriguez is an absolute genius. That's why, because when he named Spy Kids 3D, you knew what was coming. You knew what it was about. Spy Kids who were in 3D. So, it told you exactly what it was.
That's an excellent point. Excellent point. Now, before we go too much farther, I'd like to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Stager. You can still eat yogurt from a tube at home.
Megan Trainor loves Stager.
Wow. Hello, and welcome to episode 129 of The Song, the Myth, the Cheat, where I, Izaak Sunleaf, discuss one song and one song only, Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood. Today's special guest is Prime Minister of Finland, Sanna Marin. How are you doing today, Sanna?
I'm excited to be here. I'm a long-time listener, but a first-time guest.
Really? Well, I'm so happy that we could finally book you.
Well, I've been trying, but your booking person has not gotten back to me. So
he's just flooded with emails. But he's quite a character. Some of you real BHC fans out there know what I'm talking about. If not, go check out our YouTube channel, where we have a lot of conversations and spotlight Patrick, our booker. But I want to today spend some very important time talking about a lyrical controversy in Before He Cheats. Now, does Carrie Underwood say, "Carve my name into his leather seats or into his legacy?
Okay, well, my response is also a question. What's the difference?
Oh, shit.
Now, if this is a cheating man, his car is important to him. It's most likely the vehicle with which he initiates cheating. A fun fact is I've never driven before in my entire life.
Never.
No, but that's just a fun fact about me. Now, if this is the case, I would argue his leather seats are his legacy.
Interesting. I like this metaphor you're painting. I want to dive deeper into it, though. So, if the leather seats are his legacy, what does that make the rest of his souped up four-wheel drive?
Well, young man wearing overalls, there's no separation. It is all his legacy. That's why Carrie knows by destroying his soupy car. Soupy. I love soup. That's another fun fact about me. I like hot broth.
Nice. Two fun facts. I love it. I feel like I'm learning a lot about politics in Finland.
Yes, it's a lot of soup. Anywho, now she destroys this car and therefore destroys the chain reaction of continued cheating.
So I want to make sure I understand this exactly correctly. You're saying that Carrie Underwood is singing both legacy and leather seats.
Well, yes, no, maybe so, could be, very well. I'm not sure, but that is the brilliance of Carrie Underwood.
Well, I agree with you there. Before we get too much further, a shout out to today's episode sponsor, Sony Walkman. This could be the cool new retro trend, right? Listen to exactly one CD while you walk alone with a mask on. Sony Walkman. Hello, and welcome to episode 4129 of The Song, The Myth, The Cheat, where I, Izaak Sunleaf, discuss one song and one song only, Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood. Tonight's special guest is the one, the only Keanu Reeves. How are you doing tonight, Keanu?
Hey, thanks for having me, Izaak. I'm a big fan.
Oh, you're just saying that because you're here to promote Spy Kids 6 Spy Daddy.
No, I love that film though. I'm a bigger fan of you though. I want to let you know, if I happen to be in a speeding bus that has a bomb in it, and if we go below 50 explodes, I want you to be in there, my man.
Today I'd like to discuss theoretical analogies in Before He Cheats.
Oh, wow. That is so funny you bring that up, because I literally have the greatest idea on theoretical analogies. Whoa.
So specifically, I'd like to discuss the Louisville Slugger used to bash in both headlights.
Uh-huh.
Now, Louisville Sluggers are made in Louisville, Kentucky. And Louisville, Kentucky is named after King Louis XVI, the last king of the French monarchy before it fell during the French Revolution. Now, King Louis XVI was beheaded via guillotine. And my question for you today, Keanu, my question is, do you think Carrie Underwood, by bashing in both headlights with a Louisville Slugger, is strongly implying that she wishes she could simply behead her ex in order to prevent further cheating?
Whoa. That was most excellent, Izaak. I feel really brought to a different place. And actually, I have an HC theoretical analogy to throw at you. So,
Okay.
I put a lot of thought into this, and I feel the connection between the Louisville Slugger has a lot to do with the French Revolution. You see, the bourgeoisie originally sided with the revolutionaries during the revolution against King Louis. So very much like Carrie's ex, who's teaching her new young thing about how he is going to cheat by playing pool and drinking and buying her a drink, but then thusly only doing what he once knew inside of him was cheat on her with the monarchy. Whoa.
So I want to dig a little deeper on this French Revolution analogy. So who is the new woman with whom Carrie's ex intends to cheat? Who is she in this analogy?
That is a most excellent, thoughtful question, man. It's like you presented a blue pill and a red pill to me, and you just cracked them together and said, here is a purple pill, and which I will eat now and tell you that I think that woman would be the colony of San Domingo.
Interesting. Well, it's always great to have you on, Keanu. Before we go too much further, I want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, King Louis XVI.
Excellent!
This concludes our broadcast day.